Blackhead prevention begins with patience, not pressure. Blackheads form when oil, dead skin cells, and tiny bits of everyday debris collect inside a pore, and the top of that plug darkens after exposure to air. They are not a sign that someone is dirty, and they usually do not improve when the skin is scrubbed harshly. In many cases, rough treatment only leaves the skin more irritated, more reactive, and harder to manage. A calm routine usually works better than an aggressive one. Wash the face gently in the morning and again at night with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water. Avoid very hot water, rough scrubs, harsh brushes, and the urge to attack the skin as if it were a stain that can be polished away. If makeup, sunscreen, sweat, or daily buildup is still on the skin at the end of the day, remove it properly before bed. Lightweight, water-based, or non-comedogenic products are often a better choice for skin that clogs easily, especially around the nose, chin, forehead, and jawline. Moisturizer still matters, even when skin feels oily, because skin that feels stripped and uncomfortable can become more reactive. If the skin tolerates it, salicylic acid may help loosen clogged material inside pores, and adapalene may help keep pores from becoming blocked over time. The important thing is to start slowly and stay steady instead of trying too much too fast. Squeezing blackheads with fingernails or tools may feel productive for a moment, but it often leads to irritation, lingering marks, and a cycle of touching the face that creates more trouble than progress. Hair oils, pomades, and heavy styling products can also quietly contribute to clogged pores around the forehead and temples, so it helps to keep those products away from facial skin whenever possible. Pillowcases, hats, and phone screens do not need to become a source of anxiety, but keeping them reasonably clean supports a better environment for the skin. Prevention is not about perfection. It is about making pores less likely to clog, keeping the skin barrier calmer, and choosing a routine gentle enough to keep doing for months. And now, with that practical skin advice folded away neatly like a clean towel in a bathroom cabinet, let us step into a much lighter part of the day, one full of folding chairs, church coffee, raffle slips, pie plates, cardigans, and one retired gentleman who accidentally becomes the center of the strangest and funniest senior center misunderstanding anyone in town can remember. In the town of Pine Bluff Hollow, Tennessee, 75-year-old Raymond Cutter believed in a few simple laws of civilization. Coffee should be hot. Soup should not contain surprises. Extension cords should not cross walking paths. And nobody over 70 should ever be asked to wear a paper name tag unless the event included cake worth protecting. Raymond had retired from the county records and deeds office after 41 years of maps, property notes, file drawers, legal stamps, and the long, dignified practice of telling irritated adults that paperwork did not become correct merely because they were speaking louder. He lived alone in a neat pale blue house with a white porch rail, 2 rockers, and a detached garage so orderly that local children once looked inside and whispered like they were entering a library for ladders. His wife, Joanne, had died 6 years earlier. Since then, he had built his days into a steady pattern. Coffee at 6, radio at 6:15, breakfast at 7, a short walk at 8 if the weather had enough decency to behave, lunch at noon, a nap after lunch, which he called structural rest, supper at 5:30, dishes at 6, porch at 6:30, bed at 10. It was a good life, mostly, quiet, predictable, manageable. Yet some evenings, especially in late autumn, when the light disappeared too early and the room seemed a little too aware of their own silence, the quiet pressed against him harder than he liked. The main threat to that carefully managed peace lived directly next door. Her name was Laureen McAllister. She was 72, cheerful, efficient, and powered by the kind of volunteer energy that made reasonable people suddenly claim they had a dentist appointment in another county. She wore bright seasonal sweaters, practical shoes, and reading glasses on a beaded chain that made her look permanently ready to relabel a pie, reroute a bake sale, and recruit helpers before anyone else had found the stapler. She chaired the church hospitality team, helped run the library donation drive, organized the winter scarf collection, and believed with full sincerity that every retired person needed community involvement, especially the ones most visibly avoiding it. On a windy Thursday morning, Raymond was sitting on his porch with a mug of coffee and half a slice of apple loaf when Laureen came up the walkway carrying a casserole dish and a thick yellow folder. Raymond took one look and said, "No." Laureen stopped at the bottom step. "You haven't even heard the request. You have paperwork. I also have chicken casserole. That makes the paperwork feel armed. It means I came prepared. For my refusal? For your resistance." Raymond leaned back in his chair. "Then at least one of us entered this honestly." She climbed the steps anyway, set the casserole on the side table, and sat down without invitation. "The Silver Lantern Senior Social has a problem," she said. Raymond closed his eyes for one brief second. The Silver Lantern Senior Social was the annual Church and Senior Center fundraiser involving casseroles, pie, raffle baskets, coffee urns, talent acts, folding chairs, and enough decorative ribbon to suggest somebody had lost control of a craft store. "What sort of problem?" he asked. "The MC canceled." "Why?" "His granddaughter has a dance recital in Nashville." "That sounds legitimate." He also said he was not really a microphone person. Raymond nodded. "That sounds wise." Laureen ignored him. "So, naturally, I thought of you. Why would you do that?" "Because you speak clearly, people trust you, and you are funny." He stared at her. "I am not funny. You are after 70. Dry counts. I worked in county records. You spent 40 years correcting other people's confusion in full sentences. That is basically stage training." "That is not stage training. That is clerical fatigue. You do not need to perform. Just welcome people, announce the raffle, introduce the acts, and keep the afternoon moving." "That sounds like labor wearing a paper name tag." "That sounds like community." "That sounds like trouble with pie." She smiled. "You'll be good. I'll be reluctant. That is not a talent." "It should be." She tapped the folder. "I may already have written your name in pencil." Raymond looked at the casserole. "You volunteered me before asking?" "In pencil," she said. "I'm not reckless." "No. Just efficient in a way that weakens faith in institutions." "The social is Saturday at 1, and if I refuse, I'll tell everyone you were intimidated by a microphone and a centerpiece." "Those are not equal threats. Together, they are a believable story." And that was how Raymond Cutter, retired records clerk and defender of quiet weekends, became the emergency host of the Silver Lantern Senior Social. For the next 2 days, he prepared as if he were mediating between rival pie governments. He found his brown blazer, the one reserved for funerals, anniversary dinners, and restaurants where napkins arrived, folded like architecture. He polished his loafers. He wrote note cards. Then, he rewrote them. Then he made backup note cards because the first set looked, in his view, too trusting for public conditions. On Friday morning, his daughter, Elise, called from Birmingham. "Dad," Laureen told Mrs. Pruitt. "Mrs. Pruitt told Aunt Kay, and Aunt Kay told me you're hosting the senior social." Laureen should not have access to communications infrastructure, Raymond said. Elise laughed. "You'll do great. I have 6 note cards. That means you care. I have backup note cards. That means you're trapped but professional. I also practiced pronouncing the accordion player's name. That means you are taking this much too seriously. That is the only dignified way to survive." Saturday arrived clear and cold. The senior center hall had been decorated in what Laureen clearly considered tasteful seasonal abundance, and what Raymond privately thought of as autumn under committee supervision. Orange tablecloths covered the round tables. Mason jars with battery candles sat beside tiny pumpkins, fake leaves, and bowls of wrapped peppermints. Along the back wall stood the refreshments: spice cake, lemon bars, brownies, cookies, pie, tea, coffee, and enough casseroles to increase the room temperature by moral force alone. Retirees in cardigans and sport coats filled the folding chairs with paper cups and opinions already fully operational. Two widowers near the coffee urn were discussing blood pressure medication with the seriousness of men exchanging state secrets. Three women near the pie table had already begun ranking the desserts by crust confidence and emotional stability. Laureen met Raymond near the stage. "You're late. I'm 8 minutes early." "That's socially late." "That is mathematically false." "You look distinguished." "You look like a warning label." "That's because I'm prepared." "That is exactly the problem." She handed him the microphone and a schedule card. "Welcome, lunch, talent corner, raffle, funniest household story contest, closing." He looked down. "The what?" "The funniest household story contest." He stared at her. "You added another event. It's charming. It sounds uncontrolled. That's why you're here." Then she vanished. Raymond stepped to the microphone. It squealed sharply. Half the room jumped. "Well," he said, "that certainly reduced the need for a subtle opening." The room laughed. "Interesting," he thought. He adjusted the microphone. "Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Silver Lantern Senior Social."